Hi, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Some of you might remember me, some of you might not. For those of you who don't, I'm going to give a little bit of a backtrack. This is probably the third or fourth time that I've tried to do this, and each time it tends to take a little bit longer than I expected, and for some reason it doesn't upload to YouTube, and I try again and it doesn't work, and it's turned into a big old jumble. So we're trying this again. By the way, just to preface, this is not a child-friendly vlog. I guess that's what the term is these days, vlogging. I just call them YouTube videos. But alcohol is involved. Just to, keep you up to date and pre-warn you and all that nonsense. So, I'm Daryl. You might have come across my page before. You might have seen some of my old videos, and if you have, then you'll know that my videos have kind of evolved and kind of changed over the years. And clearly things have changed again. So let's back up a little bit. Back in 2009, I joined the Army. And when I joined the Army, I joined as a truck driver. And when I joined, I had no idea what I was getting into, so I decided to do some research. Well, YouTube was the place to go because this was before Facebook and Wikipedia and everything. And I couldn't find anything on truck drivers for the Army, for 88 mics, motor transport operators. So I decided that once I got through training, I was gonna post videos. I was gonna share my experiences for everybody. Let me see if I can fix some of that. There we go. A little bit of glare. I don't like it. Anyways, so I went into the Army, tried to research, didn't find nothing, and I tried to do that when I got to Fort Leonard Wood, and it didn't work out the way I expected to because you can't film everything you do, obviously. But I did film what I could. So I started this whole thing back in 2010, January 2010. And it started as a here is the life of an 88 mic to here's an 88 mic who's also a super Star Wars nerd to nothing. And then I tried to post some videos when I got back from Afghanistan, and past couple of years have been kind of rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to string y'all along. I'd been trying to cram everything in as a recap episode video, but it hasn't been working too well. So if you want to know, watch the past videos. But here's the thing. Some of those videos ain't going to fill you in on everything. There's a lot that y'all ain't going to know until I tell you. But I will tell you this, 2013 was the worst year of my entire fucking life. 2014 was a little rough, but we've gotten through it. 2015 is a new year, so here I am. So what am I doing these days? Well, like I said, I was in the Army. I did my 4 years, and I got out. I am, I guess you could say I'm a wounded veteran. I've got all 10 fingers and toes and everything, but when I was in Afghanistan, I took an IED, and it kind of left me. I'm doing good now. Over the past few years, I've done medication and therapy and everything, and I still swerve if I see like a trash bag sitting on the side of the road or a parked car on the side of the freeway with nobody in or around it. That shit makes me nervous. But I've over the past year, I'm no longer taking any kind of medication whatsoever. I've quit smoking. I don't drink as much as I used to. Angry Orchid, I like this stuff. This has kind of been my go-to because I'll drink the shit out of some beer, but it just doesn't taste good, you know what I mean? And I've never found a beer, I will drink Bud Light just because that was the drink to go to, but it's still just, it's not a very good beer. It's just, social drink, But there's this Angry Orchard hard cider. I like it. It's different. It's got flavor. Gives me a good little buzz, especially because I haven't been a big drinker lately. So a 6-pack of this, and I'm good for the night. I'm not getting tanked. It's not enough to get me drunk. It takes a lot to get me drunk. But, it gives me a good little buzz and, loosens me up a little bit, and I'm a happy man. So, anyways, back to the story at hand. 2015 is the new year, okay? So, what has gotten me here? Well, I got out of the Army roughly a year ago. I got out in January something or other on terminal leave. Terminal leave is pretty much all that saved up vacation time that you've never been able to use. You get to use it all up, and then that's it. Sign a check, you're done. Goodbye. You're at the facial hair. And so in 2014, got out of the Army, decided to stay in Kentucky because I was stationed at Fort Knox, for those of you who haven't kept up with my videos. And I stayed with a friend of mine who lives not too far away, and now I live in Elizabethtown. I'm going to college. I'm working on my associate's degree. I started with the post 9/11 bill to do school, but then I qualified for the vocational rehab through the VA, and so I'm using that now. And here's the cool thing: is the VA, the voc rehab, will stick with me all the way up until I get a job doing my job field that I'm going to school for. More on that in a little bit. Well, I can now get my associate's and even my bachelor's degree free of charge. All I got to do is go to school, keep up good grades, and they will pay me X amount of dollars to make sure I, got housing and, expenses covered. And then once I get all that done, I can go into my job field and go on from there. But here's the kicker. I've still got that GI Bill, or that post 9/11. The GI Bill's fucking garbage. The post 9/11, I've still got that sitting in the back pocket. I've only used 3 months, 2 months of it, 2.5. So, I still got enough left that if I want to go back and get me a master's degree, guess what I'm doing down the road. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm 2015. I've got 50 some odd credits by the end of this semester, and if I play my cards right, I'll have my associate's degree done this fall. And if that's the case, then I can transfer on up to U of L and continue on with my degree. Now, right now I'm doing associate's degree, so it's gen ed and community college bullshit. Stuff that I did 10 years ago when I went to college the first time around. Well, here we are back again doing it. Can't wait for this crap to be over with. But once it's all done and said and out of the way, said and done and out of the way is how it's supposed to go. Anyways, so once it's all said and done and out of the way, I'll go on to U of L, and then here's what I'm going to be doing. My major is American Sign Language. Yes, I know ASL. Very little. I took American Sign Language back in high school. So it was 2001, 2002, my sophomore and junior years. And I took level 1, level 2. We had an interpreter at the school, and he was a really cool dude. And he threw up some classes from the community college. And from the community college, I was able to take level 1 and level 2 classes. And I loved it. There's something about sign language that I can't express. It's a very unique language, first of all. The fact that I can throw up some, signs, that's gibberish. I'm not really doing it. 'Cause, yeah, anyways. The fact that I can make gestures with my hands and you know, bleh, and understand what the hell I'm saying, or somebody throwing it back at me. It's an amazing, you know, anybody can speak Spanish, and it's all audio. You know, it's audible. You can hear the shit. And it's a distinctive, anybody can, and you know, you can say, it's hard to describe because there's a whole different level of connection, I guess you could say, with sign, because it's dealing with body language. So, I don't know how to explain, but there's just something about sign that fascinates me. The other half of it, too, is hard of hearing folk are some of the friendliest people I've ever met. Over the years, I've run into some hard of hearing individuals, and they love it. First of all, it blows their mind and the people that are with me when I start throwing out sign. And I love blowing people's eyes. And it's fascinating to them because, you know, not a lot of people know how to speak it. Well, I can't speak it, but sign to them. And A, it brightens their day that somebody was able to communicate with them. B, they're just wonderfully good people to talk to. I've never met a hard of hearing individual that I could ever say I have a problem with. You know, they've always been the greatest people. And sorry about that. It is, you know, I don't know, it's after 2200 or something. I don't know. I'm yawning, old man syndrome. Anyways, so the signing is just such a fantastic language, and I love it, and it's just been a passion that I've never tapped into over the past 10 years. And, you know, you could say it's a good thing because 10 years ago, I was an arrogant ass. There's no other way to put it. I was an arrogant ass. 10 years goes by. I've learned a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of things. I've dealt with a lot of things. And that arrogance, yeah, I'm still arrogant in my own way. And I'm still an ass in a lot of ways. But I'm humbled. And here's the thing. I've experienced a lot of things to make me appreciate what I have. Everything you see back there, including that big glowing ball that's actually a really dim light, you know, everything in here in my apartment, and I'll show you guys stuff later. Everything in my apartment is something that I paid for, that I earned, that came out of my two hands. And that's a feeling that I didn't understand 10 years ago. You know, 10 years ago, I was 20 years old, and I was still kind of, you know, Grandpa, come help me. I need help. Can you send me money? Can I borrow money? Mom, can I borrow money? You know, and you know, I've grown from that. So I'm where I need to be. And that's something that I've come to accept. A term that or a conditioning, I think might be the way to put it. A conditioning that I've come to develop. And it's made me better as a person now than I was 10 years ago. And that makes me more capable and prime to go into this career field that I want. Because I want to do this, A, to help people, and B, because I love that community, the deaf and hard of hearing and the signing, and it's just a community of people that I really enjoy being around. So, what you're going to start seeing, along with all my Star Wars bullshit that I do, because, I mean, Mandalorian mercs, you've seen my Dark Hiram costume, there's still more of that to come. But I'm just in the right time and the right place. And it's taken me a lot to get here. In some of the next couple of videos, I'll probably post one up tomorrow, and you know, another down the road, and I'll start giving you guys a little bit of, you know, background on what's been going on and why I am who I am now and today. So I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to call it a night. I'm going to post this video up so everybody can look at it. I don't know if anybody actually really watches. I don't get very many responses. Well, that's not true. The last video I did Sail by AWOL Nation. It's so much easier to do that when I'm not concentrating. Anyways, I did that video. It's Sail by AWOL Nation. And my friend's husband's aunt works with them, does their fan page, I believe. I'm not too sure about the specifics of the relation and job situation. But the thing is this individual shared it with another individual who shared it with the AWOL Nation people, and they loved it, which surprises me because I'm looking back going, wow, I screwed up on that and that, and actually I only think I screwed up on maybe like 1 or 2 places. But for the most part, it's my first ASL video that I've ever done, and I picked AWOL Nation Sail because it was just a slower, easier paced video for me to do. And next thing I know, I'm being told that it's going to get shown to the guys at AWOL Nation. So, I mean, I didn't expect any of that. It just, that kind of baffles me. It blows me away. So, I got to wrap this up because if I don't, I'm going to just keep rambling. I'm really bad at that. I don't know if people have experienced that in past videos. So, yeah. I'm Daryl. It has been nice getting back to know you guys again. Hopefully you guys can leave messages down below, give me something to read, and give me feedback, because if I don't get feedback, there's no reason for me to be doing this other than, for my own purposes. It's good for me to have someone to talk to. Aside from my cat, which I will introduce you all to my cat also. You guys will not get enough of this cat. She's just so freaking awesome. Probably, well, hold on, you know what? Come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. Oh, this is Chiana. She's my fur ball. She doesn't like being picked up and snuggled unless it's on her terms, but here she is. She wants to go play and do what she was doing, but that's my fur ball. Yes, she is named after Chiana from Farscape, and then when you see her personality and the way she plays and how she behaves, you'll understand. So, it was nice getting back into this game with you people. Hopefully y'all start sending me feedback. Maybe I can be one of those cool YouTube celebrities or something. Right. I don't see that happening, but you never know. So, back at it.